Hello and welcome to Smitty's. I am a wood cutting fanatic who loves to run a chainsaw. I run alcohol chainsaws, ported chainsaws, I race chainsaws, and I even run the occasional vintage. Now remember, I cannot do this without you. You're everything to the channel, so please remember, subscribe, give that thumbs up, leave that comment. Today, we are going to have a lot of fun. So how you doing? Out here working on the shop again. This project's huge. I'll tell you what. It's the mess. It's dealing with the mess. Because, you know, once you clean one spot, then you got another spot, and you end up making a mess in the process of cleaning up your mess. You know what I mean? Like, look at the center here. It's just a train wreck. But what I'm doing is, well, let's look down here. So we got the Celotex on the ceiling. Now I'm going to start applying it to the wall, as you can see. So I got that section done. And you see this pile of stuff here and it's leaned up there? That's my brother's stuff. I'm basically putting it in a pile for him. He's been slowly moving it out. So I got all that in a pile for him. There's still a few more items to put there, but it's pretty much done. So next, I'm working on this section, which is where all his stuff was. Let me move over here so you can see better. So that's the section I'm going to do next. I gotta, get the receptacle pulled out and loose, get that light down. There's a board there. I gotta pull it out, and I can Celotex along this wall, just like I did down there. And I'm basically just going around the room doing this. I also got a couple of windows here. I was going to put the whole frame in. Like the whole window frame was like two of these, like a normal house window. I decided to pull each section out, and I'll just turn each section into its own window. So we're just going to cut one in here and here and a couple different spots, make our own little window frames and everything. That's the route I'm going to go there. But I have to create storage while I'm going because I got a train wreck to deal with. So as I get a section done, I got to create storage so that I can work at getting this train wreck cleaned up. It's been fun, but we're getting at it slowly. In fact, I whacked myself in the head. Got a nice little goose egg there. Take a look at that. That was done by a board. It had enough tension on it that whenever it released, it did that. I'm going to tell you what, that made the eyes jiggle a little. I had to take a break. That's what I've been doing here. I've probably been standing here taking a break for the past 20 minutes because of that. It hurt like a son of a gun. It still hurts. It's tender. But I'm probably going to end up hanging it up here today. It's, it's my day off, and I don't want to waste my whole day working on this, you know what I mean? I wanted to get some relaxing in. But, boy, do I got a train wreck here to deal with. In fact, I'm looking at a saw over here. Where's that? Way over there. It's a 61, one of those Rancher 61s, the white tops. I want to build that saw, and I forgot all about it till just now. It's just sitting there waiting. It's one of those things, out of sight, out of mind, you know what I mean? But we'll get to it. I got all these projects to deal with, and this shop has been getting to me. I need to get her done. I'll tell you what, though. Having projects, and after, one project after another, it's just keeps you busy. I'll probably be tinkering with this shed for a couple of months, just getting it set up and organized. It's a tripping hazard right now, just getting through here. Boy, I'm headed over here. I gotta check the fire. She's starting to cool off a little, I can tell. Yeah, maybe. I can feel the heat. Let's put this phone case down. Check the fire. Alrighty. Oh, I'd say she's still going pretty decent. I could stir it up, throw a few pieces in there. Why don't I do that? Alrighty, there we go. That'll probably be the last one of the day. Last load of wood in there. So, yep, we're good for heat now. So yeah, That's the train wreck from this side. It's a train wreck. It's a mess. I gotta organize everything, get it all put in storage, you know. This is what happens when you're moving in a hurry. You just create a mountain. You know, I did that so I could chisel at it a little every time, you know. And now I'm chiseling at it. Now, I think somebody out there in YouTube world who has my address, I think somebody sent me some parts. That's because, well, I had ordered a set of bearings for the three. Yeah, so I had ordered a set of bearings for the 385, but they ended up being the brand that I prefer. And what brand are they? They don't even say a brand on them. But mysteriously, without me doing anything, I ended up with a set of bearings here. And yeah, I got a set of bearings. And these are a much better quality brand. So somebody sent me some bearings. Oh, I forgot about that. That's the worm gear for the 670. I can get that in. We can run that some more then. Hopefully that fixes that 670. I got such a mess here. It's literally just toss stuff wherever I feel like it. Gotta get this bench cleaned up. Now, I got other plans too. So as I get around the room here, as you'll see, I'm basically working my way from that far corner, and I'm going to be working my way up this wall. And as I go, I'm putting in the window, the door, and another window here. So I'm just going to basically work my way down the wall until it's done. And then this one's going to suck because I'm going to do this whole wall too. And then I got to build the wall for there and the wall for there and do it. So, like I said, I'm going to be tinkering at this for a while. The 385, I'm debating on tearing it down right now. I'm starting to second guess myself just because I have a running saw that I could, run. Just in case, you know what I mean? Heck, they may not even be running that class this year. So, I got time that I could work on it down the road. Same with the 50. I don't know if they're running that class. They haven't announced what classes they're running yet. So, some of these efforts might be for nothing. But I have other saws to build. I got that 65cc class I want to do. And I got my clone saw I'm going to do. It's kind of hard for me to decide what to build next because I don't know what they're going to run. So basically, I'm hoping to get all my saws up and running at some level, even if they're not at their full performance level yet. That way I have them up and running that I can go just in case I run out of time or something. And then later on down the road, I can tweak them. Work at tweaking them, making them better. So, I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm going to get in that 385 right now. Because I got one saw here I want to do next. I don't know. We'll see. I might go ahead and tear into it, though. It's kind of bugging me. I want to see that saw to, a little bit closer to the performance level that I'm looking for. So I just might tear into it next. It is kind of bugging me. The home light's sitting here on the floor behind me. It needs more run time. The 50, I want to tear it down and tweak on it. I got, so much stuff. Plus I'm doing the shop. Plus I'm working on the house. I just kind of pick a chore and work on it for that day. And this weekend kind of got shot. This was the weekend of the snow. So, the big East Coast snow that really wasn't a big snow at all. So you're probably not going to see this video for a week or so. Just because it takes me a while to get things edited and uploaded. And I got a bunch of stuff waiting that I need to get uploaded. So, you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah. I do need to tear in. I do need to get this clone saw built soon now. Because it's going to go to alternate fuels and everything. So I need to get to work on it soon. Because sometimes it takes a while to get them all tweaked. you know, and get them running the way they're supposed to. Because you don't know exactly how you need to get that car jetted up and everything, get it running right. So I should get on it soon. I think what I'm going to do though is, I think what I'm going to end up doing though is tweaking the 385, building this one, and then getting into that race saw. That one or the Poulan 65cc class saw. So I think those are going to be the next 4 projects. Yeah. Now, as far as, if they decide to run something in the 70cc class, I actually have 2 saws here that I could run. I could run that 670. I got my P70 as well that I could run. So I think the P70s pull more RPM, but I think the 670s pull more torque. So, you know what I mean? Those are kind of, you know, I could pick either one of those really. I don't think they're going to do that though. I think they're going to stick to cube sizes, which when they run it in by cube size, you're basically everything from 66cc all the way up to 85cc is included in one class. So that's one of the things that kind of sucks about running it by cube size, is it kind of knocks out a lot of them 70cc saws, like their 372s and stuff. So you end up taking your 372s and putting 48mm top ends on them. That way you can run them in the 65cc class. But if they wouldn't do that, then, you know, you'd be running your 70cc class. You'd be getting big pours and all sorts of stuff, you know, because they'd be in a 70cc class. But whenever they switched it to cubes, it changed things up a bit. So that's why I went with the 385. It's, you know, it's up there. It's higher in displacement, and it should do all right. Now, it's kind of funny about that chain video I just did. It didn't turn out the way I thought it would. See, I felt that whenever I was running that chain, I thought it was much stronger than that. So, or I thought that chain was much faster than that. So I think I'm gonna do another chain up, do another test run with it. And boy, I'll have to pick a different saw though, because I'm gonna tear that one down. Maybe we'll do that 670 Johnson Red. Put that worm gear in the 670, get it back up, and then we'll go ahead and continue testing on the 670 while I'm working on the 380. And then we'll do another chain test and see, because I got a feeling just a basic chain sharpening is the best option and not really getting crazy with the angles at all. It's one of those things, sometimes you go a little too far. I think the angle, the 50-degree head tilt is just a little too steep, and it's making the chain kind of skip along and not really dig in proper and pop chips. It's kind of like you treat it like an axe head. You know, some profiles work better than others. It's kind of the same deal. And I think the 50-degree head tilt is like having an axe that doesn't have a really wide point on it, and it just sinks, but doesn't really pop it, you know what I mean, real easy. Doesn't make your wood split real easy, you know, like an axe with a really sharp point. So I think by opening it up a little bit will help it pop the chips easier. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm either going to take it back to 55 or 60 degrees. For the longest time, 60 was my go-to. So I might just take it back to 60 again and go back to my old way. Just because it was, you know, what I liked. 60 degree on the head tilt there's something about it. It really pops them chips, you know. But we'll be doing some more testing and seeing what we like better. But hey, hope you enjoyed this little one, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.